Welcome to the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute's Inside the Leader Studio. I'm Veronica Duron, Secretary of the CHCI's Alumni Association and former Public Policy Fellow in 2008 and 2009. CHCI's Inside the Leader Studio brings together today's foremost Latino leaders to discuss issues of education, leadership, and the national imperative to educate Latinos. It also focuses on CHCI's efforts to develop the next generation of Latino leaders to ensure the future success of our great nation. Joining us today is Frank Ross, Vice President for Hispanic Strategies at the Coca-Cola Company, and CHCI 2012-2013 Public Policy Fellow Diana Silva, whose fellowship is directly supported by Coca-Cola. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
I want to start off by asking Diana a question. How has the fellowship impacted you since you've been here?
I have been able to gain knowledge and the experience and better understand how policy really works. While in school, I was really interested in foreign policy and its functions. And this program has impacted my ability to understand what foreign policy really is and how it works here in DC.
Great. So since you've been here now since August, has the fellowship changed your outlook on your future career plans?
It has, because my long-term goal has always been to be engaged or work in some form of foreign policy or international relations. And with this experience, I was able to confirm that that long-term goal is still there. And that's what I want to continue to pursue.
Great. Now, Frank, since you and Coca-Cola directly support Diana and her fellowship, why do you feel personally it's important to give to CHCI and its programs?
Well, part of Coca-Cola's history and really the foundation of their DNA is giving back to the communities we serve. And that is really to create sustainability in the communities. And there's two ways you do that. One, you do obviously through community initiatives, and the other is investing in the people in those communities. And so this is obviously one part of it, and that is investing in the young people of this country, especially the Latino community, and help them understand what their aspirations could be. And by supporting programs like the Fellows, which is a very unique program, we give opportunities to young people to come here and see how policy really plays out.
Talking about CHCI and its unique programming, what is special about CHCI, and why do you feel that supporting these particular programs are important?
I mean, the fellowship program at CHCI is very unique in the sense that there's not many people that do what y'all do. And then on top of that, as well as y'all do it. So I think the individuals that get selected for the fellowship program really get a Class A experience. And that's the reason we support it, because Coca-Cola is about being partners with the best.
What do you think makes CHCI different from similar organizations, maybe in DC or ones that do similar programming?
Well, I have the experience of serving on the board for many years, so I really understand all the dynamics of the organization. But again, I think it's the uniqueness of the programs that are provided. There's very few organizations that actually provide experience on the Hill and actually in other parts of the State Department and other parts of our federal government. More importantly, is the way you execute them. It's really run professionally. You can tell there's a huge commitment to developing the next generation of leaders. And of course, with Coca-Cola, we're trying to invest, because that's what we're doing. We're actually investing in this community because we know that's the future of America.
And Diana, I'd like to ask you, how does it feel and how has it impacted you to have a mentor and access to not only a board of director member from CHCI, but it's also your corporate sponsor, so it is the reason that you're here. And with such a company as Coca-Cola, how has it been, the experience with Frank?
I feel that my experience has been extraordinary. It's unique to have someone as Frank be my sponsor, especially Coca-Cola being, a corporation in Georgia where I grew up. I would have never expected to be able to meet someone so outstanding as my sponsor, Frank, and being able to keep in touch with him and have him as a mentor, a guide for future, for future possibilities, job opportunities, whatever it is I'll be in need for.
And Frank, how has it impacted you? You have a direct line to a current CHCI fellow.
Well, to me, I think first of all, as a Hispanic and somebody that serves on the board that does so many good things for our young generation, to me it's a fiduciary responsibility we have to the organization to begin with. But on a personal level, I think you have a responsibility to build a stronger foundation for the future generations to come. And so to me, I mentor probably 10, 11 Latinos right now throughout the country, and it gives me an opportunity, if nothing else, to give them a sounding board. And so I tell all my mentors, look, you don't have to wait to our periodic meetings. Feel free to call me if something pops up and you need some advice. It's free. You can take it or leave it, but it brings with it years of experience that may allow you to start thinking in a different direction, different way.
All right, well with that, and as myself, a CHCI fellow in the past, I know the importance of both our sponsors, our board of directors, and the future generations of fellows to come. So I'd like to thank you both for being here, and thank you, Frank, for your support of the programs.